Hey y'all, hey y'all, we are live. Hey y'all,
Step chickens.
this is a good one today. Hey, hey,
Hey,
all right now. CJ, what song is this that you picked for us?
listen. What y'all got to know is this impact moment finna be on old school.
Is it now?
Yes.
Wow. What song is this, CJ?
It says, hey, don't take away my mountain.
Okay.
But give me the strength to climb. Boy, look. Everybody trying to get past it because they don't want to go through it. Boy, look at here.
Where did you dig that song up?
That is a fast version, but who don't like me, it only showed me the original.
I'm sure somebody out there enjoyed it.
We on the Victory Station. I know somebody out there like, that's what I'm talking about. They playing that real good music tonight, boy.
Welcome to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star here live on the Victory Station. It's your girl Vanessa Davis-Frederick and your boy Reverend Hall of Famer Reverend CJ Frederick.
How y'all doing? You know your favorite African gentleman is in the business. And just to let y'all know I'm officially done with Meta. Shout out to TikTok. Yeah, I'm so sick of fighting with social media.
If you guys have been following the saga, he has been in and out of his social media.
That's too much truth.
And here we go. So now he is live. You can catch him live on TikTok and join his community there. But before we get too far into it, guys, please remember to do business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in the southeastern United States. The most read. Did you know that we're the most read Black newspaper in the area?
I can't believe that. We telling the truth in our articles.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about more than Coolio. We out here talking about stuff that's, actually uplifting and giving us a positive light on the community. You know what I mean?
For the community. Yep, the most read. So please go ahead and splurge on your own information. I think it's what you always say, less than a cup of coffee.
But don't be like our youngest barber who gave $1 in church. Like, you the reason why I got 19 and not 20 on my list. You blow $3 and $5 on worse than a cup of coffee. Use that same money to get yourself informed.
Most definitely, guys. Come on. It doesn't take too much. You get a digital issue, goes right to your inbox. You don't even have to go outside in the morning to get your paper.
Yes.
TheFloridaStar.com, TheFloridaStar.com, TheFloridaStar.com. CJ, how's your week been?
Ooh, boy, look at here.
As
we
missed y'all on the 4th of July.
We did miss y'all. We was up at our second house up in Olentunji, and we had some fun. The King's coronation. We was able to bless the King, with Indigo 3-piece outfit. We had some pretty good traction out there. So yeah, how it is. We quit after every event and we reset for the next one.
Shout out to those in South Carolina. We'll see you guys again at the end of the month. Shout out to Brunswick. Shout out to Savannah. You guys, we love you guys. We love traveling up to see you guys when we get an opportunity to. You guys always show love.
Yes, Lord. And we getting ready to go back up there because the Queen has summons us.
She sure has.
Queen Quet has access to come up to Family Day for the 26th, 27th, and 28th, and we look forward to it because Kwame always makes sure he walk away with like 2 and 3 or 4 and 5 outfits. So shout out to the good Geechee Nation.
Most definitely. Yeah, we're always excited. We love you guys here in Northeast Florida, but we are out and about in the community. And with that being said, I don't know if you guys follow us on the socials, if you follow me, but we've a real big fish that we've gotten an interview with the one, the only first female mayor of the city of Jacksonville. She is pretty. She's a short fry, but a fellow Atlantic Beach person. Yes. Shout out to the beaches. Fellow Gullah Geechee and supporter, Mayor Donna Deegan.
Yes, that is. We have that interview. She was fun. She was delightful to have. Her security guard made me laugh. She was like, I'm just here to make sure, ain't nobody back here trying to pop out the back,
Yeah. I was trying to give her the rundown, and she was like, girl,
I'm just here to do my job.
I'm just here to do my job. And I respect that, sis. Guys, it was a great interview as usual. And we are so looking forward to sharing that with you guys. And what you got in store for the impactful moment?
Man, listen here. I was trying to not go too far into it when you guys about the weekend, but boy, it's funny how people always want to get that grand testimony, but they don't want to go through the test and get it. It's called testimony. Usually you gotta pass the test in order to get some testimony. I mean, you normally have a testimony when you fail too. But we're gonna be talking about an impactful moment. In order to have a testimony, you have to go through the testing process. You can't skip process.
Man, look at here. Well, I felt like I've heard that message in a way in my life, but I am looking forward to hear your spin on it for this impactful moment, because, man, it has been a testing time lately.
Oh,
my goodness.
It don't feel like sometimes.
If it's not one thing, it is the other. It is the other. And I can honestly say it has been a wild something going on in the air. There's a lot of upgrades happening to the city, CJ, and now we're looking through the paper today. Those of you on Zoo Parkway or who travel using Extra Drive, you guys should know that they've got a lot of 7 new things, 7 new warehouses being built up there, which is like essentially 7 new big businesses have an opportunity to be, out in your space. And now that means there's going to be a lot more traffic and things like that. So I hope you guys are staying abreast with what's going on in and around your community.
Yes.
I know out in the Ocean Way, they're about to get a Chick-fil-A, and some of the people were not too excited about that.
How you get upset about Jesus chicken?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, man. You ain't know that they used to get a chicken nuggets out little crosses. I'm joking.
And on that note, I believe we're up against an ad break, but when we return, you guys will get to experience some more of the Impact Radio Show you don't want to miss.
You bet.
If you haven't been able to tell, I can't. With Florida Star.
Yes.
Georgia Star.
That's awesome. What's your name?
My name is Vanessa Davis-Frederick. And Ernest Davis is my uncle.
That's very cool.
And we are so blessed today to be in the Boudoir, which is one of the oldest businesses in Atlantic Beach, period.
Yeah, decades old.
Preacher.
So here we go. We're getting ready for your impactful moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders and Construction, which I am excited about. We are about to have our first local service off of A-Phillip Randolph from 3 to about 4:30. We try to do it in the evening because you know how church folk is when they already a part of the church. They act like they trained. They go visit somewhere else. So we're trying to put it at a time where we don't pull everybody else away from the regular service. So yes, on the 21st of July, come make sure you meet us over off of A-Phillip Randolph, right in front of the Avenue Grill, and we make the shirt. So we're going to be over there from about 3 to about 4:30, having what we call our community service, because it is a service for the community, because Kingdom Builders is the one who is bringing the community to the church. I am excited about this next step, because, man, let me tell you something. I don't understand why everybody always want to get to the testimony. But that test, boy, they don't really, too much do to it. Businesses all the time, and we always talking about, getting that testimonial. What is it about everybody who want to, to have that overnight success? Everybody who wants to have that, I put in my first dollar and it blew up in $10 on the first try. But at the same time, we have those glorious times where we want to stand up and get that testimony. But boy, we do not know that test that lead. Why do you think that the process is the thing that we want to skip?
I do not know. I couldn't answer that, because we all read stories about our heroes and stories about people who've been successful in life, and you often talk about all of the failures that they've been through before. So, but I do know that those that are truly humble in their work and truly understand the process know that those failures or those stories that maybe don't show them in light or at a low point are definitely a part of their story of success. Without that part of their story, the success wouldn't be as sweet, maybe.
And the crazy part is we have a house full of little girls, right? The princess that rules in our house right now is Ariel. The Little Mermaid. Yeah. The thing about it is I used to always use Cinderella about this, because everybody look at Cinderella as that commercial princess, like everybody wants to talk about that happily ever after, but that movie is real depressing. When you look at all the stuff that she had to go through to get her happily ever after.
That's true.
Boy, Ariel too. Ariel had to lose scales to get legs, a voice. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't remember that, all of the trials and tribulations before the happily ever after. Man, listen, here's your impact moment before I start going down the rabbit hole. You got the disciples are sitting around Jesus, right? Arguing about who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom. And then along comes James and John, the sons of Zebedee. They also known as the sons of thunder, because they like to fight. Like, there's literally in the Gospel of John where they saw somebody else laying hands and casting out demons, and the sons of Zebedee like, hey, they ain't with us. They not like us. They not like us. We need to we need to stop them. Jesus like, why? If they cast out demons, then they with us. But back to the story. Anyway, the disciples sitting here
You're so silly.
Are arguing about who is the greatest in the kingdom, and then the sons of Zebedee, the big bad boys, ain't even had the guts to go up to Jesus and ask the question themselves. They sent their mamas. Hey, since our sons is out here giving up all the stuff so they can follow you, can you make sure that they sit on the left and the right hand, when your kingdom come? And Jesus said, wait a minute, y'all want the glory that I got, but are you willing to drink a cup that I'm willing to drink in order to get the glory? These, and I'm going to say, I mean it, these dumb Negroes say, yeah, we'll drink from the same cup. And if you do your church history, about a little 15-second Bible study. Every last one of the apostles, the other John, died in a horrific way. These two particularly were thrown off of the temple of Jerusalem for preaching the gospel. It's like everybody wants to, I'm going to say how old folks says, you play this old behind song. Everybody want to resurrect on Sunday, but don't nobody want to get crucified on Friday.
Come on.
Everybody want to have a testimony, but they don't want to go through the testing. Listen, here's the thing that you got to understand. In order to turn everything that you've been through to everything that you overcome, you got to go through it first.
Yes,
a lot of people be asking God, as the song say, to move their mountain, but will not pray for the strength to climb it. And as the song will continue to say, everybody will pray for the Lord to remove their stumbling block, but don't ask for the wisdom and understanding to move all around it. It's like what you don't understand is that you would rather go through it than go over.
Come on. You know the African proverb, and it says essentially it's everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Listen here. Listen here. Y'all would be real upset if the Easter Sunday morning service started on that Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Without being able to appreciate that before that Sunday came, he had to be bruised for our iniquities.
Come on.
He had to be wounded for our transgressions. The chastisement of our peace actually had to fall upon him, and he had to be beaten unrecognizably. Check Isaiah 52, beaten unrecognizably. Had to be. In order for us to have the Super Bowl of our faith on Easter Good Friday, had that happen.
Sure did.
So we'll sit up here and want to get to the end of our infomercial. Man, the Lord bless me with this ministry, but man, nobody want to talk about all the Sundays you was preaching to just your family. Everybody want to get to the end of the thing and they want to accept their Golden Globe Award, for whatever they do in entertainment, but don't nobody want to talk about the late night rehearsals for parts they didn't get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody want to have their degrees on their wall, but not talking about all the tests they studied for and didn't pass. I failed hermeneutics twice. And it's the thing that I have to use the most because the art and science of biblical, what was yours? But at the same time, listen. The one thing that I love about that people miss about Mary, who washed the feet of Jesus, with her hair and her tears, was that Jesus said, "Those that have sinned much praise much." In other words, those who actually go through that test all the way through, that's why people shout at graduations, because that was a tumultuous 4 years. That's why people, when they finally open up their first business, they just cut the little ribbon. It ain't nothing but a little store. Listen, you don't know.
Andrew Nixon almost broke down in tears.
Boy, look at here, because I was at some of those things where Andrew Nixon was selling her books outside.
Yeah.
Okay, I was at the event when she was loading up. Yeah. The councilwoman, that lady with all them titles, loading books up in the back of her car. That was the test that she had to go through to get to the testimony of having capillary resistance.
Hey.
Boy, look at here. Y'all don't know how many times African gentleman has paid hundreds of dollars to go. They have everybody in the doggone event to come and touch all your stuff, tell you how nice it look, and man, I can't wait to get back with you, and I'm still waiting on some people to get back with me. I talk loud because some people waiting on me to get back to them. But still, at the same time, please, when we get our money right and we sing the Kanye song, remember that we went through some testing to get to that point. Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane. He was like, "Look, I understand you want me to get the glory, but do I gotta drink this cup? This one right here. This one right here. The one with all of the wrath and guilt and pain and suffering on it." And he was like, "Not my will, but yours." Like, I don't mind the glory, but can we find another way other than this route? Guess what? You can't. In order to get to the cross, you got to go to Calvary. In order to get through the promised land, you got to go through the wilderness. In order to get the reward of this Christian life, you got to take up your cross, follow him, and die. And for the people who are really not willing to take up that cross and get to the testimony, they're not like us. We're going to get all the way to the end, because that's why we hear well done and I'm grateful service. That's the people who pick the narrow road and stay on it. The people who fall off, they're not like us. So in order to have a testimony, man, you got to be willing to go through and pass that test. And this has been the Impactful Moment, brought to you from Kingdom Builders, and is going through the test as we speak.
And we thank the Lord for all his tests. Guys, we're up against another ad break, but when we return, hopefully the video will load. Yeah, and you guys can get an opportunity to get an opportunity to hear our thing.
You know that
You wouldn't believe it.
that statement that the devil is always doggone it busy.
If I could tell you, you still wouldn't believe it.
Listen, we Boy, look at here. Welcome back to the Independent Radio Show brought to you by the Florida Star. We are excited
Y'all.
for the stuff that is going on. But the stuff that is currently like actually going on in the studio, we pray our strength in the Lord. Listen, hey, I'm gonna take this time to see if I can stall a little bit while we try to get the mayor's interview up.
Oh, okay.
Because listen, we got some stuff that's coming up. Like I said, African gentleman is getting ready to head back up to the Steve Islands. We have been summoned by Queen Quet, to go up there to Gullah Geechee Family Day. Hey, if you are a African American, you need to look at your Gullah Geechee heritage. So, if you eat shrimp and sausage and rice and live off the land and go fishing for fun, you may be Gullah Geechee. Some other stuff that we got coming up. We are really excited about 904 Day coming up in a couple of months. We are going to show all of the Duval culture. So we are excited about September 4th. We're taking over Art Walk. We're going to have the fashion show on Laura Street with the Lyricists Live, presenting some awards, took some community champions, some people who really made Duval be Duval. That's going to happen on September 4th. We actually also are in the process of planning something real fun for you guys with African Gentlemen and Anthem Productions are presenting Afro Exploitation, Leathers, and Dashiki. We have been listening to some Fela Kuti. They're trying to get the vibe right. That music sounds like either the black superheroes walking down the street or the pimp in the biggest purple suit or somebody pastor is coming down the street. But hey guys, also we got some shout out to Ryan Sinclair. His birthday was just passed. Everybody's favorite uncle right here in Duval. African drumming is and storytelling is that man's forte, and he is out there. We're gonna be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. And we got so much, it's one of those situations like we're really in that slow down period of our life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because we literally, it was like we hit one of my favorite people in Duval, Marquita the hostess with the Moses, made a post about that, about people got to stop asking to be booked and busy and need to start being praying to be able and prepared. Because one thing we are booked.
We surely
are. What I mean? And so, we are making sure that, that we put ourselves in a better position to be able to prepare. Part of that was I had to look at ourselves. We can't do everything black in the city. We got to take a little bit of a slowdown, to do some stuff up. But the one thing I would like to point out is that Doing Talk has been busy getting clients. She's been doing her creative financing thing. So if you are a business out there,
shout out to Enlightenment Film Academy out of Nashville. Shout out to all the small businesses that I have locally. Shout out to those that I saw at the Bridges. Guys, I am still here with my team of virtual assistants, virtual coaches to help make sure your business makes its way to some funding and financing.
Yes, speaking of Bridges, that was fun to see how many people were actually able to come out and listen to, Black business coach that force you to actually think about your idea beyond I want to cook because I got a kitchen and everybody told me my food was good. Program that makes you think about who your customer and client is, not just, because my food tastes good, everybody is my customer type situation. So make sure that you look up the Bridges program. I'm getting ready to go through it because Lord knows I have to find out the hard way in that testing part to get to my testimony. Everybody is not my customer. It's Bob. Roster's not a dread. Every dread is not a roster.
Yeah, and we can also help if you're not a class taking type. You can also lean out to Doing Talk LLC, and we can make sure you get all that great information for your business.
Definitely. If you have a business plan, not plan to sell chicken.
Ooh. And on that note, we had a nice, lovely, long conversation with the mayor at the end of June, and we're going to be rolling out bits and pieces of this interview for you guys to enjoy. She spoke a lot about local businesses. She spoke a lot about neighborhood pride, and she definitely spoke about what her plan is for the community. This in particular was about her, we leaned on her because of all the proclamations that we've been to and invited to. And all the community events we've been invited to, like the opening of the Victory WCGL Park, as well as was going community cleanup at Clanzel T. Brown. So she really, as the what I gathered is that she wants to unite the city through our differences, and so she's very proud of our Geechee heritage here. She's very proud of, being at the beach. And she's super excited to help small businesses and particularly communities of color further impact the community. So what was your takeaway from Mayor Donna?
The one thing I do realize is that she wants Duval culture to actually have a culture.
That part.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of we are built out of transplants. It's so funny how you can ask a couple of people, how'd you get to Jacksonville? Are you from Jacksonville? There's usually no, I moved here to blah, blah, blah. But she's making sure that Duval culture does people that from here, the good things that from Jacksonville is represented.
And without further ado, the first section of our interview with the sitting mayor,
and we are so
Donna
blessed
Deegan.
today to be in the Boudoir, which is one of the oldest businesses in Atlantic Beach, period.
Yeah, decades old.
So yes, and just entrenched in the community, and we're thankful that you're here, showing your solidarity with all areas of town.
Why is that
Especially
mute?
home.
Why does it automatically
Yeah,
come up here?
yeah, oh yes. That's, I mean, there's a lot of
It is all right. Well, we got the video,
And we are so
but
blessed
the audio is
today
acting.
to be in the
Let's see.
Boudoir, which
We'll
is
try it one more time.
businesses in Atlantic Beach, period.
Yeah, decades old.
So yes, and just entrenched in the community, and we're thankful that you're here, showing your solidarity
start
with
off
all
music?
areas of town, especially home, the beaches.
Yeah,
the
that's,
beach road.
yeah, oh yes. That's, I mean,
There we go.
there's a lot of great names.
There's a lot of great neighborhoods. They're actually going to get into that.
Okay.
Like my husband said, you've been doing a lot of great.
Let's start this over again, guys. We're gonna start this over
We're
again.
So blessed today.
I finally got it
in the
together.
All right, here we go. The first segment with the mayor.
Businesses in Atlantic Beach, period.
Yeah, decades old.
So yes, and just entrenched in the community, and we're thankful that you're here, showing your solidarity with all areas of town, especially home, the beaches.
Yeah,
the
that's,
beach road.
yeah, oh yes. That's, I mean, there's a lot of great names.
There's a lot of great neighborhoods. They're actually going to get into that.
Okay.
Like my husband said, you've been doing a lot of great things culturally for all areas of town lately, and you just passed a historic budget. And so congratulations for that, because I know the process for that is not
Thank you.
easy.
That was the Jaguar Stadium.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're so
That was a
thankful.
lift.
And these things that you're working on within the city, like the Emerald Trail, we just saw you open up Lift Every Voice in Sing Park. You're tackling things that hit the quality life for all community citizens. So thank you for that.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I feel like job number one for me. I got this from people with all the meetings that we had and all on the campaign trail, is people wanted this community to be united, and we're tired of the sort of separation, the us versus them mentality. And so I think we've made some progress there, and I'm really proud of that.
Most definitely. We've seen with your administration, an uptick in great activities like Blue Zones. They're here working locally, a great community partner and active in a lot of spaces here. But we're also thankful about, small business, local business, and other great things that you're helping expand for the local business owners as well as nonprofits.
Well, it's really important stuff. If we want to be the small business capital of the Southeast, we got to put our elbow grease in it. And we've really done a long list of things to make sure that our JSEBs, our small and emerging businesses, are successful. And so I'm really excited about that, especially as we, come up on this stadium work. It's going to be real important to make sure we're including our local small business people.
You're doing a lot to connect the community, and we're very thankful for that.
Guys hung out with us an extra little minute.
Yeah, I think we should probably just play the whole 15-minute clip next week.
Let's see. It in. So, to our writers and producers, thank you to DJ AJ for hanging out with us for an extra minute. We appreciate you. To the guy, hopefully you stick it out. Thank you to my husband, Reverend CJ, the Hall of Famer. Thank you all for listening. As usual, thank you to the city of Jacksonville, to Mayor Donna Deegan and her team for making that happen.
Yes, and please thank you to the Powerful Productions, the producer of the live. Make sure you guys look forward to the Honey Dripper Lady coming out. I cannot wait for the Honey Dripper Lady. It's her first full feature film field right here in Duval. So make sure you guys have your eyes out for a powerful film.
Powerful production.
Powerful production.
And now back to your regularly scheduled gospel music. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, we probably just need to get say, hey, look, man.
Well, I can only put up 10 minutes.
All right, we'll figure it out.